Hello, I'm Tony Richards, and this is another edition of Clear Vision TV. And in these episodes of Clear Vision TV, I'm passing along some of the best lessons that I've learned in my life, in my career, and also in my consulting practice. And so this particular lesson that I've learned is never be on time, always be early. Never be on time, always be early. And I learned this one from my grandfather. I actually learned it from both my grandfathers, who were both business owners. One grandfather owned a Texaco service station, and one grandfather owned a Purina feed store. And I started out working in the feed store as a very young lad, very early on. I think I was about 9 or 10 years old when I first started working in that feed store. And we opened at 7 a.m. And I'd get there at 7 and I'd immediately be in trouble because my grandfather would say, we open at 7, which means you need to be here by 6:30 or 6:45 because we're getting ready to open the store. The store opens at 7. So don't get here at 7, get here early to prepare to open, right? And so he also taught me too that some customers might come before 7. And if some customers came before 7, he wanted to be able to open up the store to them as soon as he saw somebody outside. Now, you may have encountered this in your experiences where you go to a store and you're standing outside waiting for them to open and the store people are milling around inside and you're kind of like, why don't they let me in? Well, my grandfather figured that out a long time ago. He wanted to be able to let people in when they showed up, which means we could not be on time. We had to be early. And so if you're meeting somebody, it's a big sign of disrespect and low value when you're late. If you're supposed to meet somebody at 7 and you come sauntering in at 7:05 or 7:10, that immediately communicates to the other person that you don't value them at all and you don't respect them at all. And so a lot of times in seminars and workshops, I'll use this example of, if I said to meet me in the parking lot this afternoon at 2 p.m., some people would show up, some people would show up late, and some people wouldn't show up at all. But if I said, meet me in the parking lot at 2 p.m. and I'll give everybody that shows up at 2 p.m. $100, everybody'd show up. And matter of fact, they'd probably be early because they're not really valuing me, but they would value the $100. So when you don't show up on time and you make people wait, you are devaluing them and you're showing a lack of respect. And they won't forget that. As a matter of fact, some people have other people trained to know they're not going to show up till 10 or 15 minutes after, and that's not a good thing. So that best practice and best lesson that I've learned is never be on time, always be early. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you next time on another edition of Clear Vision TV.